The country's leader is expressing concern tonight over the potential impact a series of Cuban protests in Florida could have on the country's reputation. This ahead of a demonstration planned for Friday as a cruise leaves the port of Miami for Nassau.
Well, the groups are protesting the purported abuse of Cuban detainees at the detention center. And Andrew Knowles spoke with the Prime Minister on the government's plan to try and quell tensions over the issue.
The video that Bahamian officials have dismissed as fabrication continues to draw criticisms from Cuban exile groups in Florida. Protesters are now planning to stage another demonstration on Friday as cruise ships leave the port of Miami for Nassau. U.S. officials even expressed concern over the video to Prime Minister Perry Christie, prompting Cabinet to come up with a strategy.
I spoke with elected officials in Florida who happened to be attending the launch and expressed some concern to me and asking me to ensure that we act in a humane fashion. That's when I realized how significant it was. And I invited them to come to the Bahamas to look at the facility so they don't have to guess and they don't have to be on the receiving end of bad information.
But not only that, Prime Minister Christie says government is moving ahead with building new facilities here at the detention center. In fact, Deputy Prime Minister Philip Davis says construction is set to begin real soon on 2 new dormitories at a cost of just under $2 million.
That will enable people who are housed in those buildings to be housed properly in terms of comfort and securely in terms of the building itself. The government has dedicated the monies for those buildings to be built, and the intention is to have them built in the shortest possible time, starting now.
Mr. Christie also hopes local U.S. officials will be a part of what's taking place so they can be in a position to authenticate the information the Bahamas puts out.
We are fully aware of the intention to demonstrate, how they propose to do so in the harbor out there with cruise ships and holding signs up. And we are going to continue to talk to representatives of the Cuban American community. The Ministry of Tourism has been doing that with a view to giving a greater understanding of our position and with a view to being able to get the representatives of those who agitate to be able to say there is another way. You can actually come to the Bahamas and talk with representatives of the government.
In a statement, Foreign Affairs Minister Fred Mitchell reiterated that the Bahamas does not condone inhumane treatment of people detained at its facilities. He called on the protesters to desist from defaming the country. Andrew Knowles, ZNS Network News.